All right, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome into Jammin' Sports on this Sunday, where we have a triple header for you today, as we will wrap up Week 11 of our current sim season. First up, we'll have the San Diego Chargers and the Los Angeles Rams, and then we'll have Game 2. It'll be the New York Giants and the San Francisco 49ers, and then we'll wrap things up with our Monday night game, which will be the Denver Broncos and the defending Super Bowl champion Baltimore Ravens. All right, let's talk about this first game, Chargers-Rams, as the Chargers come in at 6-4. They come into this week one game behind the Raiders in the AFC West, and the Raiders have already won this week. They won Friday over the Saints, so the Raiders have a game and a half lead over the Chargers. The Chargers can make it a one-game lead if they beat the Rams today. The Rams are struggling. They come into this week 3-7. A three-way tie for last place in the NFC West with the Saints and Cardinals, as the Saints and Cardinals have both lost this week. So the Rams can actually be in third place by themselves if they win. If not, they fall into a three-way tie for last again. Let's take a look at our standings here. Evil Dead is 81-59. That puts him 22 games over 500. We haven't seen Grando in a while, but he's 59-39, 20 games up. And we'll just see where we go from there. Excuse me. All right. If you're watching on YouTube, please follow, like, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell as we get set to head out to Los Angeles. It'll be the Chargers and the Rams here at Jammin' Sports. Looking live at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, Los Angeles, California. It's the Chargers and the Rams. And welcome into another NFL matchup here at Jammin' Sports. Great to have you along on this Sunday for the first game of our triple header. In my NFL, there's still the San Diego Chargers, just so there's no confusion. Chargers will get the ball first. We're underway live from the Coliseum. From the 1 yard line, Scott brings it back out over the 15-20. And Alan Scott out to the 26 yard line. And that's where the Chargers will have it, 1st and 10. Waiting for Evil Dead's pick. Oh, Evil Dead already gave me his pick. Starting quarterback Ethan Garbers for the Chargers, the rookie out of UCLA. Evil Dead has taken the Chargers in this one. He said he might be a little bit late. He texted me his pick earlier. So the Chargers will have it first at their own 26. Again, the Chargers come in at 6-4 in second place in the AFC West, trailing the Raiders, trying to keep pace with Oakland. An overcast day in Los Angeles. Was raining earlier. 1st and 10. Garbers in the shotgun. Garbers hands off to Scott, and Alan Scott gets out to the 29. A gain of 3. The 5th year back out of Florida. Here's the Chargers offense. Up front, Speaks, Myers, McAvoy, Kennedy, and Ambrose. And then it's Thompson, Scott, Burke, Roush, and Tate. A gain of 4 and first down. It'll be 2nd and 6. Chargers will have it at their own 29. On 2nd down, the Chargers come out. 3 to the near side. Garbers in the shotgun. Garbers hands off to Scott again. And Scott going to lose a yard. Back to the 28 yard line. Toby Smith on the tackle for the Rams in his 12th year out of North Carolina. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 8 for the Chargers. The Rams trying to get back in the NFC wildcard picture. They would have to win out and take their chances. If they won out, they would finish 9-7. That's no guarantee. 3rd and 8 from the 28. Garber's in the shotgun. Garbers drops back. Looking. He's got all day. Throws outside, and his receiver is out of bounds. Incomplete. Scott was out of bounds. And that'll bring up 4th down. So the Chargers are going to have to punt on their opening drive. They go 3 and out. Jeremiah Restrepo will come on. The 10th-year punter out of James Madison. Restrepo gets the punt away. It'll be fielded at the 22 by Jackson Biggs, who brings it out to the 25-yard line. And that's where the Rams will have it, 1st and 10. So the Chargers go 3 and out, and now the Rams take over. Matthew Sinclair, the 5th-year quarterback out of Tennessee. Spent 2 seasons with the Chiefs, now in his 3rd season with the Rams. He led the Rams to the NFC West title last season, but the Rams have really tailspinned this season. They're 3 and 7 coming in. Seattle and the 49ers currently lead the division. Seattle by 2 games over San Francisco. 1st and 10. Rams come out. Sinclair in the shotgun. Barnett in motion. Sinclair fakes the handoff. Dumps it outside to Barnett. And Barnett gets out to the 26, a couple of yards. Let's take a look at the Rams offense. Up front, Kyer, Martin, Skates, Nisa, and Green. And then it's Jackson, Wallace, McCutcheon, Barnett, and Lovett. The tight end, Bryce Barnett, the 5th-year tight end out of Marshall, catching the pass for 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8 for the Rams at their own 26. Overcast day, lights are on. On 2nd and 8, Sinclair in the shotgun. Sinclair drops back, sets up a screen pass. Oh, he totally missed. Let's take a look at the Charger defense. Up front, Keith, Gore, Watson, Brand. They play a 4-3. Linebackers, Camillo, Briggs, and Bolton. And the secondary for the Chargers, Grove, Savage, Smiley, and Majors. Well, the Rams, if they're going to avoid going 3 and out as well, they got to convert here. It'll be 3rd and 8 from their own 26. Chargers went 3 and out. Let's see what the Rams do. On 3rd down, 4 wide. Sinclair in the shotgun. Sinclair draws back. Throws down the middle. Caught by Harold Jackson. The 2nd-year receiver out of Cal. Out to the 45-yard line. A gain of 19. And a Ram 1st down. That'll move the chains. Finally making the tackle, number 23. That's John Majors, the 3rd-year defensive back out of Utah. Misty's here. There's no purple team, Misty. The Rams are blue. Both teams are blue and yellow. 1st and 10 from the 45. Rams break the huddle. Come on out. So the Rams are the first team to get a 1st down. Sinclair hands off to McCutcheon. And Lawrence McCutcheon to the 48. And that'll be a gain of 3. That'll bring up 2nd and 7. On the tackle there, Lawrence Watts, the 2nd-year defensive tackle out of USC. Moves the Rams out to the 48-yard line. 5:22 and counting here in the 1st quarter, no score. Rams on the move.
All right, here we go.
Sinclair in the shotgun. Sinclair to Wallace. And Sean Wallace out to the 49, a gain of 3. Wallace in his 8th year out of Ohio State. Wallace is playing his former team. Wallace was on the Chargers for 7 seasons. Now he's on the Rams. In his 8th year out of Ohio State. 3rd and 4 for the Rams now at the Charger 49-yard line. The Rams come out 4 wide. Sinclair in the shotgun.
Here we go. Green 39.
Sinclair draws back, sets up a screen pass to Wallace. Down the sideline, picks up the first down and more. Wallace all the way out to the 31, a gain of 18. And that'll be a Ram first down. He's a pretty good receiver out of the backfield. Sean Wallace. As I said, the Rams really not much different than last year. It's just games aren't going their way this year. They're 3-7 coming in. But they can still beat you if you're not careful. You don't want to underestimate this team. 1st and 10 for the Rams now at the Charger 31-yard line. Rams come out 4 wide. Sinclair under center. Sinclair to McCutcheon. And McCutcheon to the 26, a gain of 5. And that'll make it a gain of 4. Be 2nd and 6. Verlin Wells on the tackle in his 4th year out of Oklahoma State. The linebacker. 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Still no score. This is the Rams' opening drive. The Chargers went 3 and out. 3 wide to the far side. Sinclair. Now they shift. Sinclair will be under center. You still have 3 wide to the far side, though. Sinclair draws back, throws, gets it to Royal. A one-handed catch. Had to come back for it. And Royal fights forward and gets down to the 21. He'll be just shy of the first down. A gain of 5. It'll be 3rd and inches. James Royal, the 12th year receiver out of North Carolina, the former Brown, in his first season with the Rams now. It'll be 3rd and inches from the Charger 21-yard line. Rams come out. Offset eye. Sinclair to McCutcheon. Gets the first down. And McCutcheon out to the 12. A gain of 9. And that'll be a Ram first down. Nice drive by the Rams on their opening possession. Just marching down the field here. Lawrence McCutcheon, the 2nd year back out of Tennessee. He was their 1st round draft pick last season. Under 3 minutes left to play here in the first quarter. Rams are driving. 1st and 10 from the Charger 12. 4 wide. Sinclair under center. Sinclair to McCutcheon. Breaks a tackle. McCutcheon running over people down to the 1-yard line. A gain of 11. Nearly got in. He ran over Smiley, who managed to bring him down. Damon Smiley, the rookie defensive back out of Nebraska. He kind of tripped over Smiley at the 1-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal from the Rams. .225 and counting. Davis in the house. Good to see you, Davis. Hope you're doing well this Sunday. The first of 3 here today. Sinclair on 1st and goal throws a fade. Touchdown, Rams. Harold Jackson. A 1-yard touchdown catch. And the Rams take their opening drive, march down the field, and get a touchdown. As the Rams take a 6-0 lead. Great drive by Los Angeles. And now the extra point by Lucas Ewing. Kick is up, and it's good. Rams lead it 7-0. 2:13 left to play here in the first quarter. Live from the LA Coliseum in Los Angeles. Week 11 here at Jammin' Sports. They announced the release date of 26, but I'm not going to get it. I've been burned too many times. But Madden 26 will be released on August 14th. This will be the first Madden that is not made or won't be made for the PS4 or the Xbox One. They're phasing those consoles out. So the Rams take a 7-0 lead, 2:13 left here in the first quarter. And now the kickoff by Lucas Ewing from the 3-yard line. David Thompson over the 15, 20, 25, and Thompson out to the 28-yard line. First down, Chargers. The Patriots have 5 games left in the season. They've already played this week. And the Patriots earlier this week lost to Minnesota 24-6. And the Patriots are still in last place, 4-7 in the AFC East. Jets are 10-1, Buffalo 7-4, Baltimore 5-5, Miami 5-6, and New England 4-7. First and 10 for the Chargers at their own 28-yard line. Garbers to Scott, and Scott out to the 29-yard line. Let's take a look at the Rams defense. They play a 3-4. Jamison, Boone, and Smith up front. Linebackers, Garrison, Benson, Sullivan, and Gray. And the secondary for the Rams, Jones, Berry, Xavier, and Taylor. You want to know who the Patriots' last 5 games are against? They host the Jets in Week 12. I'm looking at the schedule here. Then they host Pittsburgh in Week 13. I'll tell you the rest in a second. 2nd and 9 from the 29-yard line. Garbers in the shotgun. Garbers fakes the handoff. Throws downfield. Caught by Thomas Merced out to the 41-yard line. A gain of 12 and a Charger first down. Merced, the third-year receiver out of Texas Christian. And then in Week 14, the Patriots play the Jets again. They play the Jets in Week 12 and 14, with Pittsburgh in between. In Week 15, they host the Ravens. And then in Week 16, they host the Vikings. Or not the Vikings, Houston. They host Houston. First and 10 from the 41-yard line. Garbers under center. Garbers to Branch. And Branch to the 40-yard line. It's going to lose a yard. Coming up to make the tackle, number 21, John Nisa, the 5th-year safety out of Baylor. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd down. Yep. On 2nd and 11. Garbers under center. Garbers hands off to DJ Burke, his first carry of the day. And Burke out to the 42-yard line, a gain of 2 yards. Make it a gain of 3. It'll be 3rd and 8. Santonio Benson on the tackle, the 2nd-year linebacker out of Tennessee. And with 22 seconds left to play here in the first quarter, 3rd and 8 for the Chargers at their own 42-yard line. Garbers fakes the handoff, looks downfield. Looking. He's got all day again. He throws near side. It's picked off by the Rams by Rashard Berry at the 46-yard line. Berry comes up with a pick, the 5th-year safety out of Wisconsin. And the Rams will take over with 7 seconds left in the first quarter. Berry just jumped the route. They were looking for Jim Roush, the tight end, and he stepped out of bounds coming upfield. So the Rams will start at the Charger 46-yard line. 1st and 10. This should be the last play of the quarter. Rams lead at 7-0, and now a chance to increase their lead. From the Charger 46-yard line, 3 receivers wide, This will be Sinclair under center. Hands off to McCutcheon, and McCutcheon picks up a yard. And that's the end of the first quarter. Rams up 7-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to the Los Angeles Coliseum, Los Angeles, California. We start the second quarter. Rams lead the Chargers 7-0, interconference game. We need better play call. I don't think it's the calling so much as the execution. 2nd and 9 from the 45-yard line. Coaches don't win games, players win games. On 2nd and 9, Sinclair to McCutcheon. And McCutcheon 2 yards out to the 43-yard line. Verlin Wells on the tackle for the Chargers. And that'll bring up 3rd and 8. Four wide for the Rams. Sinclair in the shotgun on 3rd down. Sinclair draws back, steps up, throws deep, caught by Lovett. Dominic Lovett down to the 27-yard line. A gain of 16. And that'll be another Ram first down. Dominic Lovett, the rookie out of Georgia. Verlin Wells, the linebacker on the tackle for the Chargers. First down, Rams. Knock it at the door at the Charger 27-yard line. They're in field goal range. 4 wide. Sinclair under center. Sinclair fakes the handoff. Sinclair, he's got time. Boy, both quarterbacks have had a lot of time. Throws into a crowd, incomplete, but we could have a pass interference here. He threw into a crowd. Yep. Pass interference on the Chargers. That's going to be on Odell Briggs, the linebacker.
Automatic first down.
It'll be 1st and goal for the Rams at the 7-yard line. They were looking for Harold Jackson in that large crowd of players there, and they got Briggs for the pass interference. 1st and goal from the 7. In the offset eye. Sinclair under center. Sinclair. Watch out. He gets hit as he throws. Incomplete. They brought the blitz. He was pressured by Sean Sullivan, the second-year defensive end out of Maryland. Incomplete pass. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line. 6:52 left here in the first half. Rams up 7-0. On 2nd and goal. Lovett in motion. Sinclair looking, throws to the end zone, caught by Jackson. Touchdown, Rams. A 7-yard touchdown catch by Harold Jackson. His 2nd touchdown of the half. And the Rams take a 13-0 lead. This would be a major upset. Chargers come in favored. But the Rams are hitting on all cylinders on both sides of the football. Rams trying to get back in the NFC playoff picture. Lucas Ewing for the extra point. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Rams lead at 14-0, 6:48 left here in the first half. Here at the LA Memorial Coliseum, Los Angeles, California. Week 11 here at Jammin' Sports. We got the Giants and the 49ers after this. And then we'll have the Broncos and the Ravens after that. Looking ahead to next week, the Rams will host Chicago next week. And the Chargers will be at New Orleans next week. So the Rams move out to a 2-touchdown lead. Thomas Spears will kick off. From the goal line, Alan Scott over the 10, 15, 20. And Scott out to the 24-yard line. That's where the Chargers will have it with 6:45 left in the half. Plenty of time left here in the first half for the Chargers to do something. Ethan Garbers comes back out. He's off to a slow start. The rookie out of UCLA. Chargers come in at 6-4, and the Rams at 3-7. So far, though, the Chargers have looked like the 3-17, and the Rams have looked like the 6-14. 1st and 10, 4 wide. Garbers to the shotgun. Garbers hands off to Scott, and Alan Scott fumbles, and a lineman picks it up. Oh, the Chargers dodged a bullet there. Trying to see which one of the linemen picked it up. Looks like it was the left guard, Greg Terrell. Chargers continue to have the ball. Gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5 from the 30-yard line. Chargers come out. 3 to the near side. Garbers in the shotgun. 2nd and 5.
Green 39.
Garbers drops back. Throws. Caught by Roush. The tight end, Jim Roush, out to the 44. A 14-yard gain. First down, Chargers. Roush in his 17th year out of Navy. He spent 16 years with Tampa Bay. He's now in his first game, or first season, with the Chargers. College football 26 is slated to come out, I believe, July 31st, if I'm not mistaken. 2 weeks before Madden 2016. 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line, 4 wide. Garbers back. Garbers throws outside to Merced, and Thomas Merced out to the 44-yard line. A gain of 12 as they cross midfield. It'll be first down for San Diego. Rashard Berry came over and made the tackle. Chargers moving down the field, trying to get a score to get back in this game. As far as I know, Davis, I don't keep up with the hiring practices of EA Sports. They're hiring Misty, she said. 1st and 10. Garbers to Burke, and DJ Burke right up the middle. A big game by Burke. They're not going to catch him. Touchdown, Chargers. A 44-yard touchdown run right up the gut by DJ Burke, the former Packer, the 9th-year Charger, or 9th-year player out of Georgia. Just right up the middle. DJ Burke for the touchdown. Wow. That was some great blocking up front. Davis says, yes, Misty, go get that job. Tyler Hines for the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. And the Rams take a 14-7 lead. Or the Rams have now a 14-7 lead with 5:11 left. Here in the first half, the Chargers get back in the ballgame on an overcast day here in Los Angeles. 63 degrees at kickoff. Rain earlier in the day. There's rain up the coast. There was rain during the Raiders game, and there'll be rain during the 49ers game after this. So 5:11 left here in the first half. Kicking off, Tyler Hines. A yard deep, Briggs brings it out over the 15, 20, 25. Jackson Biggs out to the 34-yard line. Biggs in his 3rd year out of Florida State. And now the Rams offense will come back out. Some highlights, Harold Jackson, that's his first touchdown. And moments ago, his 2nd touchdown. .506 left to play here in the first half. Rams up 14-7. That game up next, the Giants and the 49ers, that's a huge game in the NFC. 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. Sinclair under center. Hands off to McCutcheon around the outside. And Lawrence McCutcheon only picks up a yard. John Majors is there for the tackle. 3rd-year defensive back out of Utah. It'll be 2nd and 9 from the 35-yard line. On second down, the Rams come out. Sinclair in the shotgun.
Here we go now.
Sinclair to McCutcheon again. This time McCutcheon a stiff arm, and he gets out to the 39. That'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Making the tackle that time, Cody Savage, the rookie safety out of Oregon. So 3rd and 5 for the Rams now. Chargers defense trying to get a stop, get the ball back, and possibly tie up the game. Sinclair, 4 wide, in the shotgun. Sinclair back, throws downfield. It's picked off by the Chargers. Verlin Wells coming back the other way. Wells could go all the way. Touchdown, Chargers. 49 yards on the pick 6 by Verlin Wells. A 49-yard interception return for touchdown by the Chargers. The 4th-year linebacker out of Oklahoma State, Verlin Wells. A pick 6. And just like that, Davis, Chargers have tied this one up, or about to, with the extra point. Rams were up 14-0. Chargers come steamrolling back. And now Lucas Ewing, or not Lucas Ewing, Tyler Hines for the extra point. Kick is up and good. We're tied at 14 with 4:01 left to play here in the first half. Well, the Rams score 14, and now the Chargers score 14. We're tied at 14. And we still have 4 minutes and 1 second left in the half. We still got plenty of time for more scoring. I have moved my Chargers back to San Diego. Madden 19 has a couple of extra stadiums, so I put the Chargers in one of those when they play at home. And we're just calling them San Diego again. It just seems right. Don't like them in Los Angeles. There's the kickoff. Fielded at the 3-yard line by Harold Jackson. Brings it back over the 30, and Jackson out to the 37-yard line. A nice return for the 2nd-year player out of Cal. Pretty good field position for the Rams. On a cool, overcast day in Los Angeles. 3:56 left to play here in the first half. Chargers, Rams tied at 14. Giants, 49ers up next. Broncos, Ravens after that. Rams come out in the eye. Sinclair under center. Sinclair to McCutcheon. And Lawrence McCutcheon out to the 40. A gain of 3 yards. Before being tackled by number 59, Bobby Bolton, the 7th-year linebacker out of Memphis. Chargers come into this week a game behind the Raiders. The Raiders already won this week, so the Chargers have to win to stay 1 game back. On 2nd and 7, Sinclair under center. Barnett in motion. Sinclair rolls out, dumps it off, tried to dump it off to Bryce Barnett, the tight end, incomplete. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 7 for the Rams with 3:21 left in the half at their own 40-yard line. Boy, one patch of the sky there is really dark. And then you look on the other side of the stadium, it's a little bit brighter. 3rd and 7 from the 40-yard line, 4 wide. Sinclair looking, throws, caught by Brown, out to the 46-yard line, a gain of 14 across midfield. And that'll be a Ram first down. Kip Brown in his 11th year out of Memphis on the catch. Bobby Bolton, the linebacker, making the tackle. Jimmy Jam with Sports Davis. Misty's here on this Sunday. The first of 3 games for you here today and this evening. A triple header today as we wrap up week 11. 1st and 10 from the 46. Sinclair Hands off to McCutcheon again. And McCutcheon out to the 44-yard line. A gain of 2 yards. Verlin Wells on the tackle. And that'll bring up 2nd and 8. Two and a half minutes left until halftime. Rams come out in the eye. Sinclair to McCutcheon around the outside. Turns inside, and McCutcheon down to the 40. A gain of 4. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Odell Briggs on the tackle for the Chargers. And that'll probably take us to the 2-minute warning. Looking at the clock on the scoreboard. As we hit the 2-minute warning. We're tied at 14 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to the LA Coliseum in Los Angeles. 2 minutes left to play here in the first half. Exactly, Davis. I've been burned too many times. We're tied at 14 with the Chargers and the Rams with 2 minutes left in the half. Rams have it now. Big 3rd down. 3rd and 4 at the Charger 40-yard line. Sinclair in the shotgun. Sinclair throws outside to Barnett. Picks up the first down. 7 yards down to the 33-yard line. Bryce Barnett. And he gets out of bounds. Well, actually, he didn't. Clock is moving. Dalton Hodge on the tackle. The 7th-year safety out of Oklahoma. The Ram drive continues. 1:40 left in the half. 1st and 10 from the Charger 33. Rams come out 4 wide. But in tight. Sinclair in the shotgun. Sinclair looking. In trouble, steps up, he's going to take off, and Sinclair inside the 20 and down to the 15-yard line. An 18-yard scamper by Matthew Sinclair down to the Charger 15-yard line. Rams got out to a 14-0 lead, and then the Chargers score 14, and now the Rams are on the move again. Verlin Wells on the tackle, coming up on a minute left in the half. 1st and 10 for the 15-yard line. Sinclair in the shotgun.
Here we go. 3-19.
Sinclair drops back. Looking, throws, caught by Jackson. A gain of 3 down to the 12-yard line for Harold Jackson. Rams take a timeout. They've got 2 left. 51 seconds left in the half. The first of 3 for you here today. We'll head up the coast to San Francisco for our next game. It'll be the Giants and the 49ers. A rematch of last season's divisional playoff. That was won by the 49ers. And then we'll have the Broncos and the Ravens to wrap things up for Week 11. 2nd and 7 from the 12-yard line. 3 to the near side for the Rams. Sinclair under center. Sinclair draws back. Throws. Caught by Barnett. Touchdown. Rams. A 12-yard touchdown catch by Bryce Barnett. And the Rams retake the lead, 20-14. Ever since the ball game. It's been a good game so far here in the first half. Bryce Barnett in his 5th year out of Marshall, the tight end. And now Lucas Ewing will come on for the extra point. Snap, kick is up. And it's good. Rams lead it 21-14, 48 seconds left here in the first half. Chargers still have 3 timeouts. The eternal Olympic flame here at the Coliseum. LA hosted the Olympics in 1932 and in 1984. And they're going to host them again, 2032, I think? Or is it earlier than that? Anyway, Lucas Ewing will kick off. From the 2-yard line, David Thompson over the 20, 25, and Thompson out to the 29-yard line. David Thompson in his 10th year out of Florida. Let's see what the Chargers can do with 44 seconds and 3 timeouts. The Chargers the Chargers got the ball first. The Rams get the ball first in the second half. First and 10 for San Diego. Garber's in the shotgun. Garber's drops back, throws, dumps it off to Scott. And Alan Scott out of the backfield, out to the 37-yard line. A gain of 8. They take a timeout. It'll be 2nd and 2. Chargers with 2 timeouts left. 39 seconds left in the half. Interconference matchup. This season, the NFC West is playing the AFC West in interconference games. The AFC East is playing the NFC Central. And the AFC Central is playing the NFC East. 2nd and 2 from the 37-yard line. Garber's in the shotgun. Garber's drops back. Throws. Caught by Thompson. And David Thompson out to the 47-yard line. A gain of 10. And the Chargers take timeout number 2 with 34 seconds left in the half. We're in week 11. So there's 5 more weeks of the regular season. It's a 16-week season. No buys. Everybody plays 16 games in 16 weeks. And we only use 28 of the 32 teams. We don't use all the teams. 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line. Garber's in the shotgun. Garber's drops back. Throws outside. Caught by Thompson. And Thompson out to the 50. A gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. The Chargers in the hurry up. Down to 22 seconds. Garber's in the gun. Garber's fakes the handoff. Throws deep. Caught by Roush. And Jim Roush down to the 25. A gain of 25. And the clock is moving. They take a timeout with 10 seconds left. The former Buccaneer, Jim Roush, with the catch that puts the Chargers in field goal range. It would be a 42-yard field goal attempt from here. But the Chargers are out of timeouts. They'll probably just go ahead and kick the field goal. I would. Get the points going into halftime. Rams up 21-14. What has been a very good first half. Yes, Evil Dead has joined us. And now Tyler Hines from 42. Snap, kick is up. And the kick is good. So the Rams lead is now 21-17 with 7 seconds left here in the first half. The Rams got out to a 14-0 lead. And then the Chargers struck quickly with 2 quick touchdowns to tie the game up. And then a few minutes ago, the Rams scored another touchdown to Harold Jackson to take a 21-14 lead. And now the Chargers just moments ago kicking the field goal to make it 21-17. On a cool, overcast afternoon in Los Angeles. All right, you're in a tournament. There's the kickoff by Hines. A yard deep. Lovett brings it out over the 10, 15, 20, 25. And Dominic Lovett out to the 28-yard line. 2 seconds left until halftime. Lovett on the return. No, he texted me. He's visiting his daughter, he said. But he did not give me any pics or anything. Evil Dead's got the Chargers in this one. And the Rams are just going to take a knee and go to the locker room and go to halftime.
Here we go. Green 39.
As Sinclair takes a knee. Halftime. Halftime score. The Rams 21, the Chargers 17. Here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, Los Angeles, California. Week 11 here at Jammin' Sports. The 6-4 Chargers, the 3-7 Rams. And the surprising Rams lead the Chargers 21-17. And the Rams will get the second half kickoff. Jeremiah Restrepo will kick off for the Chargers. The punter, he does the kickoff duties. And the second half is underway. Lovett from the 4-yard line over the 15, 20. And Dominic Lovett out to the 32-yard line. And that's where the Rams will take over. 1st and 10. Evil Dead is 81 and 59. That is correct. Evil Dead, 22 games over 500. Evil Dead's had a pinball tournament in the greater New York area, I assume. So let's see what the Rams can do here on the opening drive of the second half. Up by 4. They can make it a 2-score game if they get a touchdown. Sinclair under center, first down. Sinclair fakes the handoff. In trouble, and he gets sacked and fumbled as McCutcheon recovers the loose football. Rams will retain possession. John Keith on the sack, the 4th-year defensive end out of Colorado. It'll be a loss of 5. It'll be 2nd and 15. And the Rams were lucky to recover that. A lot of blue and gold in this game. Similar uniforms. 2nd and 15 from the 27-yard line. Chargers trying to get a stop. Force a Ram punt. 4 wide. Sinclair under center. Single back. Sinclair draws back. Sinclair looking. Throws near side. Caught by Barnett. Out to the 31. That'll be a gain of 4. And it's going to bring up 3rd and 11. Bryce Barnett, the tight end, on the catch. Giants 49ers up next. Broncos Ravens after that. A triple header here on this Sunday. 3rd and 11. 4 wide for the Rams. Sinclair in the shotgun.
Here we go.
Sinclair draws back. Throws a screen to Wallace. Turns upfield. And Wallace, very close but not quite, gets out to the 42-yard line. Oh, they said he did pick up the first down. Okay. A gain of 11. Well, he got a good spot. He got a very good spot. It looked like he was a half yard shy of the first down. As Verlin Wells came up and made the tackle there. I thought he was short. But they give him the first down. First down Rams at their own 42-yard line. We're in the third quarter. Rams up 21-17. Sinclair under center. Sinclair draws back. Throws near side. Caught by Keith. And Keith out to the 49-yard line. A gain of 7. Joshua Keith, the rookie tight end out of USC, played his college football right here in the Coliseum. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 3 from the 49-yard line. Just shy of midfield, the Rams come out 4 wide. Sinclair under center, single back. Sinclair to McCutcheon up the middle. Gets the first down. McCutcheon down to the 38-yard line. A gain of 13, and that'll be a Los Angeles first down. Cody Savage came up and made the tackle for the Chargers, the rookie out of Oregon. .6:10 left in the third quarter. 3 to the far side for the Rams on 1st and 10. Sinclair in the shotgun. Sinclair to Wallace, and Sean Wallace a big gain. Wallace down to the 23, a gain of 15. Coming up to make the tackle, Damon Smiley, the rookie out of Nebraska, saving the touchdown. It'll be a Ram first down as the drive continues. First and 10 for the Rams now at the Charger 23-yard line. Rams can make it a 2-score game with a touchdown. Sinclair to McCutcheon. And McCutcheon picks up 2 or 3 to the 20-yard line. Make it a 2-yard game. John Keith again on the tackle. 2nd and 8 from the Charger 20-yard line. You can see the overcast sky here in Los Angeles today. 3 wide to the near side. Sinclair in the shotgun. On 2nd down, Sinclair dumps it off to Wallace. Turns upfield. And Sean Wallace down to the 14. A gain of 6. Make it a gain of 7. Damon Smiley again on the tackle. Be 3rd and 1 for the Rams at the Charger 14-yard line. Third and 1. Sinclair in the shotgun.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Fields in motion. Sinclair. Play action. Watch out. He's going to get sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Wrapping him up, John Keith. That'll be a 10-yard sack. And that's going to bring up 4th and 11. And that's huge, because the field goal will keep it a 1-possession game. It'll put the Rams up by 7. So the Charger defense keeps the Rams from getting the touchdown. And now Lucas Ewing will come on. This will be from 40 yards to put the Rams up by 7. In his 8th year out of Ole Miss. The kick is up. And the kick is good. He nails it. And the Rams lead it 24-17 with 3:54 left to play here in the third quarter. Here at the Coliseum in Los Angeles. Week 11 here at Jammin' Sports. Looks like we may have a little bit of rain coming down now, just a little. I saw a couple of sprinkles there. Not much. And now the Rams will kick off, up by 7. I'm inventing new words. Thomas Spears will kick from the 1-yard line. Alan Scott over the 15, 20, 25. And Scott out to the 32-yard line. And that's where San Diego will take over, down by 7. Chargers chasing the Raiders in the AFC West, trying to stay one game behind Oakland. Raiders beat the Saints on Friday, and the Raiders are now 8-3, a game and a half up on the Chargers. Chargers, if they were to come back and win, they'd be 7-4, one game back. 3 to the near side. Garbers in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Garbers hands off to Scott, and Scott, no gain. The Rams are right there for the tackle, number 95. That's Gray, John Gray, the third-year linebacker out of Oklahoma. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 32-yard line. 3.5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Chargers come out with Garbers in the shotgun, 2nd and 10. Garbers fakes the draw play, looks downfield, throws deep, caught by Thomas Merced, out to the Ram 48-yard line. That's a 20-yard gain by Merced, the second-year receiver out of Texas Christian. And that'll be a Charger first down at the Ram 48-yard line. Chargers on the move, trying to tie it up on this drive if they can. 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. Chargers at the Ram 48. Garbers under center. Garbers hands off to Burke, and DJ Burke making his way out to the 45, a gain of 3. Will Boone on the tackle, along with number 99, David Jamison. Jamison, the rookie out of Texas A&M. And Boone, the 9th-year defensive tackle out of Louisiana Monroe. 2nd and 6 for the Chargers at the Ram 45. 4 wide. Garbers in the gun. High snap. Garbers to Scott up the middle. And Alan Scott makes a move down to the 36-yard line. That'll be a gain of 9 and a Charger first down. I noticed the Chargers are giving Scott more playing time today. They usually go with DJ Burke, but Scott started, and he's getting a lot of carries. Finally making the tackle, Bob Sullivan, the 11th-year linebacker out of Oregon State, the former Redskin. 1st and 10. Under 2 minutes left now in the third quarter. 4 wide for the Chargers. Garbers in the shotgun at the Ram 36. Garbers drops back, throws downfield, caught by Tate, and Deon Tate to the 20. A gain of 16. The 7th-year receiver out of Vanderbilt. And that'll be a first down for the Chargers. Santonio Benson on the tackle, the 2nd-year linebacker out of Tennessee. Chargers on the move, trying to tie this one up. 1st and 10 from the Ram 20. 1:25 left in the third quarter. 4 wide. Garbers in the shotgun. Garbers drops back, throws, caught by Tate, touchdown, Chargers. A perfect pass by Garbers to Deon Tate, 20 yards and a touchdown. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this one up. He just kind of lobbed that in there to Tate, but it were only he could catch it. Beautiful pass, beautiful catch. And now Tyler Hines for the extra point. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. We're tied at 24 with 1:16 left to play here in the third quarter. Live from the LA Coliseum, Los Angeles, California. Week 11 here at Jammin' Sports. The 6-4 Chargers, the 3-7 Rams. There's the Olympic flame again. keep that thing going. So we're even at 24 as Jeremiah Restrepo will kick off for San Diego. This game has been tied up several times. There's the kickoff. From the 3-yard line, Lovett over the 15, 20, 25. Dominic Lovett nearly broke it all the way out to the 45. Dominic Lovett, the rookie out of Georgia, nearly broke that for a touchdown. And finally, at the very end, Marcus Palmer, the safety, makes a diving grab and tackle, saving the touchdown. Lovett nearly broke that all the way. That's why they drafted him. He's a good kick returner. 1st and 10 Rams now at the Charger 45-yard line. 1:09 left to play here in the third quarter. Tied at 24. And the Rams have great field position now. Let's see if the Rams can capitalize. On 1st and 10. Sinclair under center.
Here we go. 319. 319.
Keith in motion. Sinclair to McCutcheon. Tries to get outside. McCutcheon's going to be hit for a loss. Back to the 49-yard line. It's going to be a loss of 6. Coming in to make the tackle, number 55, Henry Stanley, the 11th-year linebacker out of Michigan State. You don't see too many 6-yard losses on a running play, but you did right there. It'll be 2nd and 16. They just spread him out. They kept him contained on the outside. And now we're down to 50 seconds. Under a minute to play here in the third quarter. 2nd and 16 for the Rams at their own 49. Sinclair in the shotgun. Back to throw. Steps up. Throws outside. Caught by Lovett to the 44. And that'll be a gain of 8. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 8. Gets out of bounds. It'll stop the clock with 33 seconds left here in the third quarter. So a big 3rd down. It makes it 3rd and manageable for the Rams at the Charger 44-yard line. Rams come out 4 wide. Sinclair in the shotgun. Clock is moving. Sinclair sets up a screen pass to Wallace. Down the sideline. Wallace picks up the 1st down. Out of bounds at the 32, a gain of 12. And the Rams pick up the 1st down with 19 seconds left here in the third quarter. They'll have it at the Charger 32-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Four wide for the Rams, 3 to the far side. Sinclair in the shotgun. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Sinclair fakes the handoff, throws deep, caught by Lovett, down to the 16, a 16-yard gain at the end of the third quarter. We're tied at 24 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to the LA Coliseum in Los Angeles, Week 11. Here at Jammin' Sports, we start the fourth quarter. We got a good one here. Rams and Chargers tied at 24. Giants 49ers up next, followed by the Broncos and the Ravens. A triple header today on this Sunday here at Jammin' Sports as we wrap up Week 11 of our current NFL sim season. 4 wide for the Rams. Sinclair in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Sinclair draws back. Throws outside, just threw it away. Even though he had a receiver on the sideline there with Harold Jackson, he threw it away. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 16-yard line. It's been a good one. It's gone back and forth. We're in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 10 for the Rams at the Chargers 16-yard line. Sinclair under center. Sinclair fakes the handoff. Looking, throws, and it's nearly picked off. Incomplete. Broken up by Odell Briggs. The pass was a bit overthrown. It'll be 3rd and 10. He was looking for Harold Jackson outside. And Briggs knocks it away. 3rd and 10 for the 16-yard line. Big third down for the Rams. 4 wide. Single back. Sinclair under center on 3rd and 10. Sinclair to McCutcheon around the outside. And McCutcheon not going to get the first down. He picks up 2 yards. A nice open field tackle there by Damon Smiley, the defensive back. A gain of 2, be 4th down, and the Rams will kick the field goal. This will be a 31-yard attempt. Lucas Ewing will come on to kick for the Rams. He'd give them the lead. So Ewing from 31. Snap, kick is up. And it is good. Rams retake the lead, 27-24, with 7:18 left here in the fourth quarter. Live from the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, Los Angeles, California, Week 11, here at Jammin' Sports. The Chargers at 6-4, the Rams at 3-7. This is a game the Chargers really can't afford to lose. They come into this week 1 game behind the Raiders, and the Raiders have already won this week. They would fall 2 games back with 5 to go if they lose this game. If they win, they stay 1 game back. And now Thomas Spears will kick off for the Rams with 7:18 left to play. Rams up by 3. There's the kick. From the goal line, Thompson over the 15, 20, 25, and David Thompson fumbles, and there's a scrum. Who picks it up? The Rams. Thompson coughed up the football, and the Rams recover at the Charger 30-yard line. Was he down, though? Can't really tell from that angle. Let's check out this angle. He might have been down. They might review that. If they don't, the Rams are going to have it 1st and 10 at the Charger 30-yard line with a chance to go up by 2 scores. Is there going to be a review? There's the review. I think he's down. I think he was on his butt. It was just hard to see. Let's take a look again. Yeah, he's on his butt and he still has the ball. He's down and then the ball comes up. That's going to be Charger football. This game still has a chance to go to overtime on a dark afternoon in Los Angeles. It's overturned. It'll be Charger football. They'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 31-yard line. Down by 3. So the refs make sure they get it right. And they swapped ends for some reason. I don't know why. Chargers now going right to left. Garber's in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Garber's back. Garber's looking, and he's going to get sacked back at the 24-yard line. A loss of 7. On the sack is David Jamison, the rookie out of Texas A&M. And that'll bring up 2nd and 17. Looking forward to the next game, the Giants and the 49ers. Giants come in 8-2, first place in the NFC East. And the 49ers at 6-4, second place in the NFC West. It's a rematch of last season's divisional playoff that was won by the 49ers. 2nd and 17 from the 24-yard line. Garber's in the shotgun. Garber's back, throws near side, and he didn't turn around in time. Alan Scott, it hits him in the back. It'll be 3rd and 17 for the Chargers at their own 24-yard line. On 3rd down. Big 3rd down for the Chargers, down by 3. Garber's in the shotgun. Garber's back, looking, throws deep, caught by Deon Tate, out to the 46. A gain of 22 and a Charger first down. The rookie quarterback, Ethan Garbers, connects. Garbers out of UCLA from College Football 25. If you play the Bruins, you know who I'm talking about. Clock is moving. 6:21 and counting. Rams lead it 27-24. Chargers tried to tie it up or take the lead here on this drive. 1st and 10 from their own 46. 4 wide. Garber's back. In trouble, throws outside, and he missed his target. Looking for David Thompson on the sideline. Incomplete. Threw it a bit too far. It'll be 2nd and 10. That'll stop the clock with 6:06 left. On 2nd and 10. Garber's in the shotgun. Garber's drops back. He's got time. Throws near side to Scott. Turns upfield. And Alan Scott crosses midfield to the 47-yard line. A gain of 6. It'll be 3rd and 4. He was pushed out of bounds. That'll stop the clock with 5:59 left here in the 4th quarter. On 3rd down. Chargers come out 4 wide. Garber's in the shotgun. Garber's drops back. Looking, throws, and it's picked off by Taylor for the Rams. Kevin Taylor, the 4th-year defensive back out of Pittsburgh, picks it off. And the Rams will take over. That is the 2nd pick thrown by Garbers today. There's still time for the Chargers to get a stop and get the ball back. But they have to get a stop here. And a quick one, if that. Matthew Sinclair comes back out to lead the Rams offense. As the Rams take over following the interception. They're up by 3. And now the Rams can put this one away if they get a touchdown. They will start at their own 35-yard line. Just when you thought the Chargers might tie it up, they throw a pick. And now the Rams offense comes back out. Sinclair in the shotgun.
Let's go. Green 39. Green.
Sinclair to Wallace, and Sean Wallace picks up about 11 yards, but a flag is down. This might be coming back. I think they're going to get a block in the back. No holding. It's going to be on the tight end, Barnett. 10-yard penalty. That'll back him up. Be 1st and 19, actually. Happened a yard downfield. 1st and 19 back at the 26-yard line. 5:43 left. Rams up by 3, 27-24. 4 wide for the Rams. Sinclair under center on 1st and 19. Sinclair throws quickly out to Barnett. Out to the 32, a gain of 6. Going to bring up 2nd and 13. Kurt Grove on the tackle. The defensive back in his 9th year at a Youngstown State. Clock is moving, 5:16 and counting. 2nd and 13 for the Rams at their own 32-yard line. They come out 4 wide. Sinclair under center. Sinclair to McCutcheon. And McCutcheon will lose a yard back to the 31-yard line. Lawrence Watts on the tackle in his 2nd year at a USC, the defensive tackle. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and long situation for the Rams. 3rd and 14 at their own 31-yard line. Chargers desperately trying to get a stop. 4 wide. Sinclair in the shotgun. Sinclair back to throw. Throws deep downfield. He's got a man. Jackson. Touchdown. Rams. 69 yards. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Harold Jackson. They throw a bomb on 3rd and 14. And it comes up 6. 3 touchdowns by Jackson today. This one from 69. And it puts the Rams up 33-24. They're up by 9. Makes it a 2-score game. A one-handed catch by Harold Jackson, the second-year receiver out of California, Berkeley. And that opens up the ball game. Lucas Ewing for the extra point to put the Rams up by 10. Kick is up, and it's good. Rams lead it 34-24 with 4:31 left. If the Chargers are going to mount a comeback, it has to be a fast and furious one, as they're down by 10 with 4:31 left. And if the Chargers lose, the Raiders take a 2-game lead in the division with 5 weeks to go. Rams have come to play today. They're not playing like their 3-7 record would indicate. They played a good game today. Giants 49ers up next. About 5 minutes after this one's over. Thomas Spears will kick off. A yard deep. Scott brings it out over the 15, 20. Alan Scott out to the 22-yard line. And that's where the Chargers will take over with 4:28 left, down by 10. Ethan Garbers comes back out. He's thrown 2 picks today. And the Rams capitalized on both of them for touchdowns. And now with the Chargers down by 10, they take over with just under 4.5 minutes left to play. Just moments ago, the Chargers were looking to take the lead, and they threw a pick. 3 wide to the far side. Garbers in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Garbers fakes the handoff inside. Throws downfield, caught by Thompson. Out to the 38, a gain of 16. He gets out of bounds. No, he doesn't. He's tackled inbounds and then rolls out of bounds. It'll be 1st down Chargers at their own 38. On the tackle there, number 28, Dante Jones, the 8th-year defensive back out of Princeton. Coming up on 4 minutes left to play. 1st and 10 Chargers from their own 38. Garbers in the shotgun. Garbers back. Throws, dumps it off to Thompson, coming across. Out to the 44, gain of 6. A shoestring tackle was made on Thompson by Will Boone, the defensive end. It'll be 2nd and 4 from the 44-yard line. Clock is moving. Not the Chargers' friend right now. 3:38 and counting. 4 wide. Garbers in the shotgun. Garbers to Scott. And Scott, no gain. Santonio Benson on the tackle, the rookie linebacker out of Tennessee. And that'll bring up 3rd and 4. Big 3rd down for the Chargers here with 3:15 and counting. Chargers come out 4 wide. Garbers in the shotgun. Garbers draws back. Steps up, throws deep, incomplete. He led his receiver too much. And that'll bring up 4th down. He was looking for Thomas Merced. He led him too much. It's 4th down. The Chargers have to go for it. 4th and 4 with 3 minutes left. at their own 44-yard line. Garber's in the shotgun, 4 wide. Garber's back. Garber's throws and is broken up by Santonio Benson. They were looking downfield for Ben Ruth, the tight end, incomplete. It'll be a turnover on downs. The Chargers give up the football. The Rams will take over at the Charger 44-yard line. Up by 10. This, while not a major upset, it's an upset nonetheless. And I would classify this as a major upset. And it's going to cost the Chargers dearly. They're going to drop 2 games behind the Raiders with 5 games to play. And the Raiders have beaten the Chargers twice already. The Chargers essentially 3 games back, as the only way they pass the Raiders is if they finish a game up on them. 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Sinclair in the I formation. Hands off to McCutcheon. And McCutcheon to the 41. A gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Kurt Grove on the tackle for the Chargers. Rams keeping it on the ground. They want to eat up time. Giants 49ers up next. Should be a good one. And Broncos Ravens after that. 2nd and 7 for the Rams at the Charger 41-yard line. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning. In the I formation. Sinclair to McCutcheon. 2 yards out to the 39. It'll bring up 3rd and 5. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Rams up 34-24 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to the LA Coliseum, Los Angeles, California, Week 11. The 6-4 Chargers, the 3-7 Rams. The Rams are in control. They're up by 10 with 2 minutes left, and they have the football. 3rd and 5 at the Charger 39-yard line. Rams are going to go to 4 and 7, and the Chargers are going to drop to 6 and 5. On 3rd and 5, Sinclair in the shotgun, back to throw. Throws outside to Royal, and James Royal down to the 29, a gain of 10. 1st down Rams. Chargers take a timeout. And that will pretty much do it right there. I don't see the Chargers coming back now. A solid win for the Rams when they really needed one. Rams might still miss the playoffs. They're going to be 4 and 7. They got to run the table and hope for the best. If they were to run the table, they'd get to 9 and 7. But that's no guarantee. 1st and 10 from the Charger 29 in the I formation. Sinclair hands off to McCutcheon. And McCutcheon drives forward out to the 24-yard line. A gain of 5. Chargers take their 2nd timeout. They have 1 left. Well, the Rams at least get out of the cellar in the NFC West. They're still 5 games behind the Seahawks, who lead the division. The Rams aren't going to win the division. They might not even make the playoffs as a wild card. Second and 5 from the 24-yard line. The Rams pick up another 1st down. It's over. Sinclair to McCutcheon. And McCutcheon to the 21, a gain of 3. Chargers take their final timeout. And that'll bring up 3rd and 3 now from the Charger 21. We'll head up the coast to San Francisco for the Giants and the 49ers after this. That'll be our Sunday night game. And then we'll have our Monday night game with the Broncos and the Ravens. Davis in the house. 3rd and 3 for the Rams, up by 10. Trying to put this one away. On 3rd and 3. Sinclair to McCutcheon. And McCutcheon picks up the first down on second effort. A gain of 4 down to the 17-yard line. And that will do it. The Rams can just sit on the ball. They don't need to score again. Unless they really want to. A tough loss for San Diego. They're going to drop to 6-5. Coming up on a minute left. 1st and 10 for the Rams. Sinclair in the shotgun from the Chargers 17. Hands off to Wallace. And Sean Wallace inside. Down to the 11. A gain of 6. One more snap and this one's over. Rams can just take a knee here. Chargers can't stop it. I would just run it down and take a knee and then go home. Yep, Sinclair in the victory formation. Takes a knee. And that should do it. They don't have to snap it again. A solid win for the Rams. A major upset. As the final seconds will tick away. Your final score: the Rams 34, the Chargers 24. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. We have the Giants and the 49ers up next. We'll see you then.